Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 372, The Art of Letting Go. Upper Intermediate. Eleanor had always been a collector, not of stamps or coins, but of moments. She meticulously catalogued them in her mind, the way sunlight slanted through her kitchen window in the mornings, the sound of rain on the tin roof of her childhood home, the scent of old books in her grandfather's study. These were her treasures, carefully preserved against the erosion of time. She worked as a librarian, a profession that suited her perfectly. Surrounded by stories, she felt at home. The Dewey Decimal System was her comfort zone, order and categorization her guiding principles. Just as she arranged books on the shelves, she arranged her life, neatly compartmentalized and predictable. However, life, as it often does, had other plans. Eleanor's mother, whose memory had been slowly fading for years, passed away. The loss hit Eleanor hard. Not only was she grieving the absence of her mother, but she was also grieving the loss of the shared memories they held, the stories that were now lost forever. Sorting through her mother's belongings was a painful process. Every object held memory, a fragment of a life lived. Eleanor found herself clinging to these objects as if they were tangible pieces of her mother. A faded photograph, a worn-out cardigan, a collection of handwritten recipes, each one a trigger for a flood of emotions. One afternoon, while sifting through a box of old letters, Eleanor came across a postcard. It was a picture of a beach in Greece, with turquoise water and white sand. On the back, her mother had written, "Wish you were here. The sea air is doing me good." The postcard was dated 10 years prior, a time when her mother was still vibrant and full of life. Looking at the postcard, Eleanor realized something profound. She had been so busy collecting and preserving memories that she had forgotten how to live in the present. She had been so focused on holding on to the past that she was missing out on the beauty of the present moment. That evening, Eleanor did something uncharacteristic. She went for a walk along the river, without a specific destination in mind. She simply allowed herself to be present, to observe the world around her. She noticed the way the setting sun painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, the gentle rustling of leaves in the trees, the sound of laughter from a nearby cafe. For the first time in a long time, Eleanor felt a sense of peace. She realized that memories were not something to be hoarded, but something to be cherished and then released. They were a part of her, woven into the fabric of her being, but they did not define her. Over the next few weeks, Eleanor began to declutter her life, both physically and mentally. She donated some of her mother's belongings to charity, keeping only a few treasured items. She started saying yes to new experiences, a pottery class, a concert, a weekend trip to the coast. She also started to connect with people more deeply. She had always been somewhat reserved, preferring the company of books to people. But now she found herself engaging in conversations, sharing stories and forming new connections. One day, a young boy came into the library looking for a book about dinosaurs. Eleanor helped him find the perfect one, and as he thanked her with a bright smile, she felt a surge of joy. It was a simple moment, but it was a moment of genuine connection, a moment she would cherish. Eleanor learned that letting go wasn't about forgetting. It was about creating space for new memories to be made. It was about embracing the present moment with all its imperfections and possibilities. It was about living fully, not just preserving the past. She understood that the true art of living was not in collecting moments, but in experiencing them fully and wholeheartedly, and then letting them go, knowing they would always be a part of her. Vocabulary notes. Meticulously, adverb, in a way that shows great attention to detail, very carefully and precisely. Example, she meticulously catalogued them in her mind, meaning Eleanor carefully and thoroughly recorded her memories in her mind. Similar words, carefully, precisely, thoroughly, diligently, painstakingly. Erosion, noun, the gradual destruction or diminution of something. Example, carefully preserved against the erosion of time. Meaning the memories were being protected from the gradual wearing away or loss caused by time. Similar words, deterioration, decay, wearing away, decline. Compartmentalized, adjective, divided into sections or categories. Example, she arranged her life neatly compartmentalized and predictable. Meaning, Eleanor's life was organized into separate, distinct parts, making it very predictable. Similar words, categorized, divided, sectioned, organized. Grieving, verb, feeling or expressing great sorrow, especially that caused by someone's death. Example, not only was she grieving the absence of her mother, meaning Eleanor was deeply saddened by her mother's death. Similar words, mourning, lamenting, sorrowing, bereaving. Tangible, adjective, perceptible by touch, clear and definite, real. Example, as if they were tangible pieces of her mother. Meaning, Eleanor felt as though the objects were real, touchable reminders of her mother. Similar words, concrete, physical, real, palpable, touchable. Profound, adjective, very great or intense, having or showing great knowledge or insight. Example, looking at the postcard, Eleanor realized something profound. Meaning, Eleanor had a deep and important realization. Similar words, deep, significant, insightful, meaningful, important. Hues, noun, a color or shade. Example, painted the sky in hues of orange and pink. Meaning, the sky was filled with different shades of orange and pink. Similar words, shades, colors, tints, tones. Hoarded, verb, accumulate money or valued objects and hide or store away. Example, she realized that memories were not something to be hoarded. Meaning, Eleanor understood that memories should not be kept secret or hidden away. Similar words, accumulated, stockpiled, amassed, gathered, collected. Declutter, verb, remove unnecessary items from an untidy or overcrowded place. Example, Eleanor began to declutter her life, both physically and mentally. Meaning, Eleanor started to remove unnecessary things from her life, both physical possessions and mental burdens. Similar words, tidy, organize, clear out, sort out. Reserved, adjective, slow to reveal emotion or opinions. Example, she had always been somewhat reserved, preferring the company of books to people. Meaning, Eleanor was quiet and didn't readily express her feelings. Similar words, reticent, quiet, restrained, taciturn, introverted. Story written by Google Gemini 2.0 AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.